Wazobia, my focus don't enter inside. So, and we like to make sure say all of them they watch us back to back inside the different places where full ground. So especially YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and the Instagram. So everywhere we get to now, especially. Make sure say una they follow us. Make sure say una they like. Make una say they do the comments inside the matter. Make una just make sure say una they follow us for inside everything where we get to do for the show. We welcome now once again. Finally, we don't come out from inside the one way gather us put together. Matter of yesterday, she surpassed the hours where she planned to do with 96 hours, going inside 100 hours. We still there in the mood of celebration and congratulations with Hilda while we day inside our Niger matter. Welcome again, Femi. As you now be the king of Guluma now, we know say now your hand all the
I think say that king of food you walk up because me as a day like this, I must
king of food, you not go to lean like you, my brother.
I
mean, I'm in a good way.
Why you want good way?
Sorry.
You say you don't go to lean. You don't even talk say I go straight. You don't talk say they like you just carry lean.
Now the English where you speak, I know verse. Okay.
Fine that one.
That's the way we can go food. No go the selling like you. Bros, you said.
Ah, they said. Say you come inside Lee. Where's the Lee?
I don't correct them now.
You don't correct them. But I don't even they come off my hand. I don't plan this water. I know. Hey, Kata say don't follow. By Jesus.
You're welcome. See, leave them me. They get many things where they do for me. Not my time.
And I start from nowhere, come they sing, he dey rush. That's so water rush enter Nigeria. Once you just marry or anything, you know, say now you don't get married, you know, feel they wear that kind of thing. And boo-boo, I go just they wear. I'm not old.
Now, what make you see plenty women outside where they say they don't get home training.
Election. Now, what did I talk? Say mistakes they make we admit. Say some mistakes they and look for a way to get better.
Now, better women they this show. If you educate a woman, you're educating the nation. And for other people, this life is very hard. Don't be the source of another person's problem.
The talk truth, give herself. How are you, Auntie Somi?
I did fine.
She stay fine. She done more different Nigerians where they fine. At least now we feel clear your name come up for register. Any register where they share million. Because I won't believe say this for 5,000 register. Say if you the register if you pass 5,000, get people who could get 5,000, get people who could get 10,000. We won't get like 1
now
million.
You want add the money?
No, make the fan category for me now. No,
now you want add the money.
But wait, they don't supposed to categorize this thing. Who suffer no touch now? No, see, President Buhari don't they go finish. So if you come, they bring small, how they do us, they come upstairs. You know, I said before, we were measuring and they come, say, no, I say, we stress Baba. But Baba don't enter Abuja now from waiting.
He don't come back.
Yes, he don't come back from London.
So remaining one.
No.
President on ground don't come back. Remaining president-elect.
He never tell where he
they do meeting, no. Femi, you not see the meeting when they do.
I don't see you.
They do meeting, you know, with Rabiu Kwankwaso, he follow and then inside Paris, for inside France. Paris. They do meeting. Give me the gist.
No, you know, say, I just want you to ask like Kulma.
Ask now.
When Kwankwaso they do meeting with Oga.
Let me carry your voice
No,
go.
no be say okay. No be everything they talk for now for up. But wait, no they think now. Somebody talk say if Oga Tinubu start the do meeting with Kwankwaso, Wike, say the government don't get ship, they come with that, and don't they know how the thing will be. You know that kind of thing. I be no reason like that.
Well, the one way they do them. Our Nigerian doctors don't trust to say they will go straight. Resident doctors don't trust to say they will go straight. In fact, more will just leave all this one with it. Maybe we enter inside the political worker. We're going to hear the Toribe full ground, the cycle of the matter today. They do.
Are they fine? They come.
Ogbonge government don't say, oh yeah, like 36 university them plus one online one. Oh yeah, move na come collect license. Yes, so Minister of Education, Oga Adamu on Monday night talk this one, say they don't give 37 new private universities. That's 36 plus one online institution. All of them, they don't carry license. Say, oh yeah, now start to do the work. They teach our children.
Another story where we they put eye the CEO, not central governors, they don't say we don't collect this zoning when I draw. When I find that timetable, this zoning when I do will be like a WAEC or jam timetable. You know, go work for Adomoto. they gather do. They say this 10th assembly leadership, we must put mouth for inside how una wan share am.
Yes, so I dey talk about the meeting where they happen for inside this other room, the other side of the Obodo. Yes, Paris for inside France. Now we don't hear say Oga Tinubu don dey meet with Oga Kwankwaso and they say na onto presidential transition matter. Last the story where they come up from inside there, they say so where they don dey sit down for different hours inside they do this meeting. It be like say na unity kind of collaboration kind of government they want to.
Another story wey come be like say the open eye. Now remember say Nigerian doctors they strike before. They don't strike and complete. Now they don't say they don't ready to begin another strike. This Wednesday like this to continue that matter where they carry keep for head. That one now they won't draw. Here go.
Aye. Wetin happen? All right, now welcome back. Cook up the matter. Now we see the inside. So, and don't reach make we enter inside the better to read and we carry come keep for ground for now. But it get like one or two like that. We say maybe we don't bring them come give una while we introduce our guests enter inside studio. First, BBC report. You get one kind of torchlight matter like that where they run like that. Where they can't tell us to say, according to what the CEO say, River State's result, they do try inside, make it favor APC. That one be come out from inside one torchlightment like that, where they do. And then the other story they inside Femi hand. And from there, Femi go introduce our guest. Make he follows the break down this story there.
Tori still they follow for inside this domot where we dey. Another Tori where we know say our mind they use eye carry they come now on top as we they look all the stories on top of Kwankwaso matter from there we see say Labour Party don't call for cancellation and swearing in of Ahmed Lawan. Okay. That one day inside the Tori where they grad. According to different people, swearing in of Asiwaju Nain, we won't talk safe. No be Ahmed Lawan, Asiwaju on top this one. But some of the Tori talk say Yusuf Danko, Tanko, chief spokesman of Obidati Presidential Campaign Council. He do this announcement, say the lawsuit seeking to stop the swearing in of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as president of Nigeria, they grad. So they call the look, say, Kai. All this one self, to gather other things where we know suppose allow me swearing in follow, including the one of Lawan, where they say he own senator race. It could be like saying Alaska check up 9 days and 2 before he enter that matter. All right, so but they Labour Party, the ginger where they put part for that talk now say, may the Kuma cancel the full election for especially because of the 25% Tori where they on top of the Federal Capital Territory. They say 2023 election, the whole thing you know suppose hold. Now talk we don't come up from Labour Party people be there.
Yes, so Ogatanko say anyhow where they want to do say nothing, no, say they fit do swearing in, but if he not be president-elect, say if at all any swearing go happen. Now, Oga Ahmed Lawan, now they go carry put inside there. Well, we know say many
now na interim government.
We know say many Tory go come out from inside that one, but make we introduce our guest. We don't follow us to don't put to help us reason all this matter there. All right, now Oga, I won't give him plus Oga plus Alhaji because they say na him na heavy Oga. Alhaji Ibrahim Modibo will be politician and public affairs analyst. Now come follow us to don't reason this matter. So better welcome to you, sir. Good evening.
Thank you, Somi.
Yes, sir.
Femo.
You don't start government too. We never start new government. You don't start your own government. How your body fresh like this, Alhaji?
As you see, say who we dey, we don't win. As we don't win like this now, so all these people will get bad belly. They talk say they want me. What can you talk?
So now the reason why I call it fresh, on top of their own ginger, now they make you fresh, Alhaji.
You see, as we just did, although me I no participate for government though. As you see me, I just did as journalist, so I just do my right.
Journalist,
that's all. And now they
forward join politician.
Yes, and politician. Now the two way they make me.
You don't join the two. No, no say you join the two. May no be like say you join and keep small.
But sometimes make you know they confused. They say because I get this body. Sometimes na kwashoko. You don't know.
If you hear what Atisobi tell me before we start, this one will be Kwachoko. This is not a Kwachoko standard. We know Kwachoko standard. We know him, but this one no be that one. This is the APC standard.
I like the one do us, the more you look, the less you see.
You carry welcome inside today.
Thank you.
Different matter come dey grand. Atisobi, which one will you start safe?
Well, make we reason from this cancellation matter where the Labour Party, under the spokesmanship of Oga Yunusa Tanko, come out con dey talk. You know, it get as some kind of matter they be. It won't be like say we dey hear different things. As a matter of fact, now still Labour matter we look yesterday. Say can't be like say we dey hear different things where they come out from inside their camp. You know, Oga Obi dey there one side, just they observe. You know, they do like boss inside the matter. Meanwhile, they do faction. Where somebody thought it not be faction for inside the party. At the same time, you don't say they get case for court. So you got the one that say, as K don't dey inside court, which one be this talk where Oga Yunusa Kon they bring on top this matter again? How things they be? We know say you na APC, and we know say you want the form and say you win. But talk to us now, not as party man, but as political analyst. Wait till you feel say they happen inside the party where they bring these different talk from different areas. So,
thank you, Somi. You see. If we are going to analyze, if we go there, they analyze politics. Maybe we analyze politics based on facts available. And also politics, where we don't sabi since the coming of this this republic, was it 1999?
That's Fourth Republic now.
Yes. You see, since the coming of Baba Obasanjo as president, we don't see plenty elections. And there's no election where it can go without any problem of court cases or problem of allegation, except that of Goodluck Jonathan. God don't bless him, as he calls it, he don't like trouble. But now, me as you see me, Bafemo, I did day as a recurring decimal in all the court cases of Buhari, right from 2000, because I was the national director of publicity for APP, then we go ANPP. So of all the elections, we've been challenging Baba Obasanjo every time we dey go court, and I've been one of those where they go, they testify as witnesses for Buhari. Now, this is not an exception. There is nowhere where the contract says somebody will win, they must stop him. If you have any problem, go and wait for court. Why are they in a hurry? This one where I can't see Labour Party, where they do this kind of gra-gra, you can see the problem they are having in the party already. The party don't scatter. Because most of them agree on. They know sabi politics of this country well. They just feel, say, as they get this kind of boys where they do social media, they do one year poll, where they don't even know the methodology. You see, in intellectual capacity, in intellectual output, if they use education very well, in any poll, there must be, you have to look at the sampling. You have to look at the methodology being used, where the kind thing where they come, they measure all this sampling. These things are not there. They just come, carry some boys, they go fill this, come send them for social media. They say, Obi the lead every time. And that thing, the thing where they confuse even America and London. They don't say in Nigeria, the sampling opinion of polls, no, they correct at all.
You know they correct.
You know they correct.
APC grade one way come up from data fight. You get one way data fight produce where they say, based on how Nigerians they do, they really say, now Tinubu go enter. And I see say governor of Kano State, Governor El-Rufai, a quick jump on top and say, hey, now this kind of people sabi work. As politician, not be the one way you like nine at the point.
You see, make I tell you, early to me, as I study the politics since the time where it come, because me, I don't adult education. I go back to school, I do my PhD. Maybe the next 1 month or two, I go invite one, I make one come join me, celebrate.
Everybody hear you.
So I did study politics as in the day. And this politics for Nigeria is different from that of America or for England, where people are educated. Here in Nigeria, most of the people are illiterate. Those that vote are illiterate, educated people. Once they say this election, if they go stand for 2-3 hours, except women, they commend women. So if you go, you see woman, don't carry picking for back. She go stand for line from morning till the time where they go finish election. But some men, the moment they stay small, they'll say, hey, they don't time, maybe they go chop. If they go chop, they will sleep. They don't go come back again. So if you look at that one,
make a drag you go another 2 months.
This sampling, let me finish. This sampling where they do, na lie.
So some sampling are lie. If you no favor APC,
the thing is, to me, they don't have the right frame of work. They don't have the methodology. They don't have the sampling techniques where they use to arrive at a correct conclusion.
So the correct conclusion and any conclusion will make sure say APC win.
No, not be like that. You see, the conclusion be say, may they look dispassionately at all the parameters or every angle where they see for democracy. They are supposed to look at it dispassionately. And also in trying to do sampling, you are not going to look at people that are educated only. You go to almost most of the villages, look at the sampling of opinion. We have over 200 million people. If you are going to sample, say you want to arrive at a good conclusion for Nigeria democracy, you must at least go to almost all the states of the federation, get at least nothing less than 50 million. Say, these are the sampling techniques, these are the sampling the polls. Therefore, when I hear Inusa Tanko, they talk say, may they bring Amela win election. No big gra where you can't do like this.
No, in bring them based on the constitution, and in the quote.
Which constitution? Where they quote?
The Nigerian constitution, and
I agree.
The thing where you talk today inside here. Say on a normal day when they never fit determine the presidency based on say it day inside court. By the time swearing in date reach, what they go get to do, be say they must still do swearing in, but until they get the end of the court matter, now Oga Ahmed Lawan go enter inside based on hierarchy in terms of government.
So me now today they go start. Since 1999, we will call this democracy. Every time there has been dispute about result and everything, have they ever sworn in any Senate president? It has always been the person who will win. If you want to challenge...
The question say, any case where don't come, where don't reach the swearing in dates, we go make them come the reason.
But no case don't they grant, we no even pass.
Of course, no case where they, as far as I'm concerned, I told you, since 2001, with the pursue Buhari case from all the court district, there is no case that comes without coming to the time of swearing in. Have they not sworn in one person, even up to Yaradua where he died? Up to Goodluck Jonathan, where come out. Every time where the thing day, then they go put the person, swear them in. If you want, by the time the court process don't finish, fine. Because after this thing, then go after this it's likely Supreme Court might interpret the whole thing. So as far as I'm concerned, this thing na bad belle.
Okay.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't win this election hands down, and this election now. No be even America or Leono. There are so many countries where come say this one a free, fair, and most credible election.
Now, dear, we won't drag you go inside that.
Because as you mentioned America, now you caused the problem.
Yes.
Carry America. Wait, make us start with USA visa ban. That was the grant on top people will do magu. And the way that story they take and that story from the BBC, that one are British people. They say, for example, for River State, magu food there. Say APC, no way. Say they just do one guy, and they just turn to president-elect.
Femo, because of one state, is that you didn't get problem even for America where they talk at the come it doesn't matter.
It no matter.
Even if na Kano or Lagos.
Wait,
at the come. Wait
if
now.
If they come out River State from that election,
wait.
APC go
excuse me. There is no substantial. Now so lawyers they talk. See, there is no substantial evidence that can bring down that election because of Rivers election alone. It has never happened, and it will not happen. Me, I did veteran for court cases where they happen. Because for any election where they don't finish already, they don't declare. For any court to come out and say they must bring down that election, there must be substantial evidence beyond reasonable doubt. Before they go come talk, say they go bring that. After all, at
the report. I want feed into that thing of substantial way they talk. So, for example, they say the results. They say the results. No, because you use the word substantial.
Yes,
I just want chip in this one. Then you go see answer to say this report. What they talk now like this or like this. They say according to the report where they do, where they look at, they say it be like say they cut Labour Party votes in half. So in the official result of Obiakpo local government, they say official results carry 80,239 votes. But when they do the torchlightment, they say now only 17,293 now collect. Now check the difference between 80,239. Then Oga Obi in official results where they announce for inside out of Obiakpo now 3,829 votes. But when they do the findings, they can't say now 74,033 votes now actually come out from inside there. You not feel say those figures this substantial. Again, we call these things based on say you use the word substantial. They go still touchlight the report where they do. They go still check one or two things to see whether the reports they enough. But I just they say this figure not they substantial enough to say if it change one or two things.
Femo, Somi and Femo, make we look dispassionately at this election result as it comes. This 74, let's assume we give Labour Party 500,000 for Rivers. Can they catch up? This now 2 million plus gap between Obi and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How can he catch that distance? In Enugu, we don't see. Say old people, they line them like this. One lady, one woman like this. That film, they there. And lawyers for APC, then they there with that film. Then they come the print for Labour. Didn't BBC see that one? BBC
BBC also talk. They say no be only River State.
Excuse me.
Say this now one many states out of many.
Excuse me. You see,
I don't excuse you.
BBC, no be Bible or Quran. Because that one, Bible or Quran are the final thing. BBC, they are just normal reporters where we just be. Some of them they are not as educated as you and I. So if they go patch their story, come bring put up for BBC. It is not the whole, it's not a gospel truth. So that cannot form the basis of cancelling this kind of election. As far as I'm concerned, BBC is one of the media houses, several media houses in the world. It's equal to this Wazobia. Yes, it is one station among thousands way there for the world. So as far as I'm concerned,
so as far as you are concerned, any media house will not talk anything will be like say favor APC, they know the credit.
No. You see, what we want, may they do dispassion analysis. If they can't talk, say, that they use grammar, may they do analysis where they think no they carry sentiment. May they look at things the
why
way
they go carry sentiment for this one?
Why this one you think you know what? Sentiment? Let me tell you. You see, some of these countries, even their election in America or in London, where I sabi well, have they always been having it right? There are irregularities. There must be.
You know, say Alhaji, we bring this America and London home because you mentioned, say, the same America and Obodo and all of that. They congratulate this same Oga Tinubu.
Yes.
So now you myself no go one con they discredit even their own election because you don't use them as example to say yes, what things happen for inside APC, na good one.
Let me tell you.
You not reason like that.
Let me tell you, in every society, as we just say like this, the way they think different from the way they think, and the way they think is different from where what they think. If somebody can sit down based on the facts on ground, has been able to study the election, not be somebody will go sit for index for London.
But they get people for
begin the right.
But they get people
no. See, now social media they copy you. All these
but they get people
where they don't even study anything.
You now you have their right report. Why you say that?
Let me tell you, most of them now social media. Let them come to correct station like Wazobia, go to channels, go to AIT. Let them bring out facts that look, there has been compromise. As far as I'm concerned, the whole world talk say that election, one of the best in the whole of Sahara Africa.
As far as you they concerned,
who talk this way they talk?
Now, generality of people now wait there for this world.
You quote people when
even America.
You quote people where you know like. Quote the people where like the thing where you like. Who be the generality?
Come. Is there any country? Tell me one country where you come.
Me, I just say, may you just tell us now, one place where you read this thing, where they talk say, na if you
allow me make share you invite me.
Now you bring question.
Allow me now make a land.
Oh, yeah, land.
I say, tell me one country where can talk say this election has been bad. Tell me one. Tell me one country. All the countries in the world where come look at this election, they say observers that went to all the rural areas. They have scored this election the best.
Alhaji, make I answer your question directly. Coming from Obodo, US now, that is the people who give visa ban on Nigerians, where according to the way they explain and undermine democracy. Now, make I explain the way they write them. They said they get to do this one because there be intimidation of voters using threats and physical violence. There be manipulation of election results and any other activity be wrong contrary to the democratic things where we they follow for inside here. Now waiting make them give some Nigerians visa restrictions and now United States of America with the USA government now give this one. Just they think that one as I don't talk and so because plenty to read there to come out from inside.
Another observer
we need to go break. We need to go break. We they come back.
Advice for the incoming government is that they should consider the poor people, the way things are going on in Nigeria. Poverty there, people are suffering, no food, no working. They sack all the workers, especially the teachers. I would say in my state, Kaduna State, I'm from Jamal local government. In my village, we don't have any single staff for them to take care of the children in school. In Nigeria, I would say that they forgot us in that site, and make them consider the graduates because people have suffering a lot. Make them consider the poor and the outgoing one. Make them please do the right thing for the new coming one so that they will copy it and do, because this thing that is happening is not right.
They should tackle the insecurity. That is number one. And then we don't want strike anymore in our schools because the way they were strike the other last year, and then the children, our children stayed at home for like close to a year. It wasn't that too good. So the incoming government should look into it, the education aspect, and then the economy is so bad that the poor ones now cannot feed well. So they should just look into the economy aspect and the insecurity aspect.
They should please consider the poor ones, consider the less privileged, and let this issue of money scarcity, issue of traveling, transportation, no transaction, listen, and maybe you are traveling, you'll be stranded, because it also happened to me just recently, and even trying to affect my work. So please, what the advice I'm going to give to this incoming government is, they should please, they should stick to their promises. They should please, I'm still appealing to them again, I'm still appealing to the nation, they should please, they should stick to their promises. Number one, they should be fair, both the poor and the rich. They should also know that, yes, today, if you are there, tomorrow another person will come in. It is your...
Come back inside the better show when they watch. Now here with the use PG, explain politics, give ourselves for this country. Make it clear all of us finish. Now today we don't look at the way they drag us, go left, right, and center. Some of them, we say US visa ban for people who they think say they do bad things. Meanwhile, people like BBC, they say, we know what happened for inside River State and some states until election results where we say it don't enter finish. Join that one, Labour Party said there, so just something like say, as it's been now Senate President from Ahmed Lawan, now he's supposed to collect chair, they work, they go, pending the time they come out from court for Supreme Court when he reach Supreme Court level to judge the matter of presidential election. I better guess where they with us since they help us look the matter to explain it and give us Alhaji Ibrahim Modibo, in our politician and public affairs analyst, and he's still there here with us inside this tumult as we did. So, welcome back, Ogami.
Thank you.
Is there one question want to submit? They ask you, they go. I know say you want answer up.
Yes, I want to answer up. The thing they scratch me for body. You see, all these things where Sumi come, they analyze, say, they say this and that, America. Look, our constitution, did they mention APC? In the report, is there any mention that all this is attributed to APC?
Okay, make I answer you. First and foremost, I just they read based on what you they talk. You say the Obodo and everywhere, Obodo abroad and everything, they say now the best election.
Yes.
I can't they ask, say, who talks say there be best election go fee come out, can't they give visa ban because of things like election manipulation as their right hand? Intimidation of voters and all of that. Now, waiting the right, not be saying I de-analyze. You understand? I just they tell you waiting. You say these people where you talk in our best election in the world, they talk.
So me, you see this kind gra where America they do for visa ban. Not be today they start. We've been this politics. They've been doing it since. They've been banning some people. So it's not a new thing. Therefore, if you see this thing, if they are talking about visa ban, did they say it's only APC? Labour, PDP, all these major parties where they come, they get people where they do graga, they get people where manipulate election, they get people where where go do violence. Of course.
You agree?
Of course.
So how it could be the best election if those things
see, let me tell you, except if election is conducted by God. Any election conducted by a human being.
But wait, you say you never answered that question on top. You never answered that question on top. Who talks say na the best election? Never bring one name.
You say na generality.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. As you see me every time, as you see, maybe sometimes I stay for news. They watch 25 out of 24 hours.
25 is that 24?
Yes.
Now you be real APC.
I dey monitor, and all the people who come they talk. Then talk say this election now one of the best. Have you ever heard of any election where governor were there for office can't lose? How many governors can't lose? They come carry money, carry everything, do their gra with their talks and everything. But at the end of the day, people come do line, come carry them, knock them up or land them for ground, and they don't scatter. They know they go Senate, they don't get governorship, they don't get anything. Some of them they cry.
Okay, so
this one, that is the thing where say this election now one of the best because these beavers God go bless Beavers because it has been able to reduce to a large extent election fraud, all this wahala. There is nowhere in the world that you go without finding all this thuggery, all this manipulation, all this. There is nowhere. But
actually, different places there in the world where you know they find all these.
No. Let me tell you.
Whether quarrel go day when election results come out, yes. But to say that in every part of the world, whether they do election, you see thuggery, you see election manipulation.
Yes.
That statement.
Even America.
Correct. No, it's not correct.
As you see me like this, let me tell you.
Every country.
Let me tell you, almost all countries of this world, even America. If I were to advise President, this incoming president-elect. In the next election of America, if we see anything where fault, we go ban them from coming to Nigeria, some of them. I'm telling you, because there is no country where gets perfect election. It's only election conducted by God on the surface of the earth. Maybe you get perfect. But in as much as a human being, in as much as there are processes to be manipulated, because if you see, politician, give him a yard, he will take a mile. Politician will always be studying where loophole day, where you go. If you close door, you go find window come out.
And not true. This is where you talk. All remind me say for APC now, Sabi read politics past many political parties where they grant. At least now one of the reasons why na be the ruling party where they grant. Me I call the one that say wait till now they read on top the National Assembly leadership. I be now they read about now just they turn the OT upside down.
Which one
now they do?
National Assembly.
From Senate President, assistant. Okay, maybe assistant. Deputy Senate President and the rest. What now they do? Or now just they turn it.
You see, that National Assembly matter is a hot matter. There has not been adequate consultation. If you are going to do things like that, you're supposed to get this, you consult to them, talk to them as party. Don't be saying you go begin to impose. Bola Tinubu, this particular chairman of this party, Alhaji Adamu, Senator Adamu, when elections started before for the presidency, nobody allowed he can't bring in, say na sole candidate for APC for Nigeria, that na him be party candidate. But at the end of the day, northern governors, they can't say na lie. They can't team up in the spirit of nationalism, patriotism, dedication to duty, and also in the interest of Nigerian Federation. They can't sit down.
Not in their own political interest.
No, it is also in their interest because they say we cannot have 8 years at a go under Buhari and still nominate a northerner. So they said, look, this thing should go to South. That's how Bola Tinubu succeeded and he became the presidential candidate of the party. Therefore, to me, I don't expect Bola Tinubu make it agree. Say again, the party will come carry somebody. Inconsequential persons say this one must be Senate President, this one must be Speaker. He must allow them to dictate, because this election, election of National Assembly members, senators and House of Reps, allow them to determine the person they like. Not be saying you go come carry.
But let's talk now. Come be like say no be even because now APC declare say not like this, with so and so person name. Now we won't choose.
That's I say it's wrong.
Some people they talk say Bola Tinubu no sit down with anybody for once. Talk say now the person who I won't choose because when they bring the reconsultation now. According to some people, they say, Bola Tinubu no say, now who I want be this. APC chairman say, we will reconsult, say, no be everybody they follow talk. So question be say, where those names come out, who then consult before spokesperson?
Let me tell you, they are now all interest. You know, politics is about interest.
Yes, I know.
Therefore, the people where they choose, they not say they have interest in those people. And to me, if you ask me, I will tell you, anybody where get corruption charges hanging on his neck, like the sword of Damocles, should not be allowed to handle
corruption charges. Now get person get corruption charges for APC.
Yeah, no, for this now for Senate. In the Senate, you can see Oji Uzokalu that is looking for it is before EFCC. Akpabio is before EFCC.
Oh.
Yes. So therefore, if these two are before EFCC, you should find a clean person where go free represent. To me, as I earlier analyzed, to me in the interest of fair play and justice, since we have the president will be Muslim. And we have the deputy, vice president, where he come from the north and is a Muslim. The next person, to me, I've always advocated, say, make we look southeast or give south. Let them find somebody.
From there, may do the
where be Christian, so that at least to balance
the equation. Will follow you talk. Somebody will follow you talk on top of the telephone. Okay. Hello.
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 Mrs.
Welcome,
Emeka.
good evening.
Good evening, ma.
We greet you.
Hello?
We didn't hear you. Mrs. Emeka, the talk, they come.
Okay. I want to contribute to the topic that you are discussing on the program.
Okay, ma.
Yes. So I said your guest, I greet all of you.
Thank you, madam.
So I want to contribute to what your guest is saying. In the aspect of talking that saying that the election is one of the best. The reason why I want to tell him that the reason why most of the governors lose their seat is because of after the people saw what conspired during the presidential election, they have to speak up and fight for their rights. That was why most of the governors lose their seat. It's not because the election was perfect, as he's saying. Okay, let's look at what happened in Nasarawa State, what happened in Kaduna State. And it only wanted to occur in Plateau State, but we stood our ground. While they were going, the same APC and top leaders, they were changing the result. So this election, there is nothing like perfection on it.
All right.
So,
thank you, Mrs. Emeka.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You see, Mrs. Emeka, the way she talk, you know, say na Labour Party person. Yes.
Alaji.
No. Wait. Let me tell you. If
she supports you,
Labour Party, no, she don't support you. She don't support.
She don't agree. She fully agree with you talk.
She don't support me at all. I hear them. Now Labour person. If Labour win in a place is Labour and PDP, the thing na fair.
But not be waiting she talk.
But if it is APC that win, na rigid.
But not be waiting she talk be that.
How can we be talking like this?
But not be waiting she talk be that.
No, that's what she said. You see,
wait, Alaji.
Somi,
Alaji.
she said,
Alaji,
Nasara is not APC. Kaduna is not APC.
You see where she go?
She said Plateau, they stood their ground. Plateau is PDP. So is she saying that Plateau is free and fair and others are not fair?
So if PDP now you
why people talk like this? Why?
Now you wait for inside Plateau State. Me I come to wonder how she can be Labour Party.
No.
Oga okay, what follow you? Oga okay, what follow you talk?
Oh yeah, now.
All right, Oga okay, welcome.
Oga okay, go ahead. They listen.
My people, good evening.
We welcome
good
you,
evening.
sir.
Go nipple voice for up.
Make una no verse now. So my former big man, I saw the voice.
Hey, former big man, Lord.
I want to be like
Lord,
you when I
do
grow
my
up.
own. No, make I just pray. I go touch me.
I want to follow me ask question. That day when they do presidential election, how many elections they do that day? I think they do that day.
They do two.
Why they upload only two results for server? They don't upload one. The election one where people come out go vote, they don't upload that one. Another why they say this man. You see, they say we youth, they bring problem for Nigeria. You know, this kind of politicians they bring down. This country catch fire now. Politicians don't be we youth too. We will not get that power. We will not get that resources to buy gun or buy some kind of things. Now politicians, see what the person they for national television they talk. They tell America do this, do that. More if they speak now, that America they go wrong go. You see that visa ban, let they do for every politician in Nigeria. Let they know minus anybody.
All the politicians.
I remember when coronavirus will come outside. All of them are there for Nigeria. Nobody can go outside.
You sure? You sure say some them not there?
Stop up. Now wait till I get to tell them, making they talk through for national television. Not because of politics.
Thank you, Ogoke. Thank you, Ogoke. Thank you. We appreciate your talk. Oga Wisdom to send message. He say, "Una good evening." According to our guest in the studio, he say the best election in the history of Nigeria. But now we just do. But instead, he say deep inside the election are one of the worst election in Nigeria. But we hand over INEC CHMO, WK, and all the APC members to God Almighty. May He do justice. Now waiting. Oga Wisdom from Durumi talk. And Auntie Regina from Jos also say make National Assembly do the right thing. Say election, it don't come, it don't go. Make courts do their thing. Make everybody day happy. Thank you very much, Auntie Regina from Jos. We come back to you. Yes, sir.
You see, me I did day elections since 1979. When I finished school, I did work. I came and participated actively as a journalist 1979. So I know transition of elections. Let me tell you, this election is one of the most credible, one of the best on the surface of the earth, one of the best, because these beavers has helped a lot in trying to bring this thing. And let me tell you, there is nowhere that has been stated that it's only APC people that were into thuggery. If not, for God's sake, how could the Labour Party come to almost all the zones in the country, get substantial votes, but PDP and APC could not get it in the southeast? They could not get even up to 5-10% of all the votes in the southeast. You see, it shows you the kind of Nigeria that we have. It shows some people the way they think about this election. This election is very fair, very credible. BBC or not BBC, we are not going to be determined by some of these reports from BBC, because BBC is just one media house. And we are a nation that is free, a nation that is credible, a nation that is independent, that no country or no radio station can dictate to Nigeria, say, this is the flaw or this, that. Because to me, I for like maybe BBC do comprehensive analysis of all the elections. Make we see whether Labour no do mago-mago, or they no cheat, or they no do thuggery. We see how they beat other people that are not members of their communities in other areas. They've been chasing them away from even voting. We have the documentation. So therefore, don't kind of bring sentiments. When you try, you bring one kind of analysis where you can't do based on the polls, and the thing no click. Okay. Because Nigeria don't defy that kind of polls.
Okay, Alhaji, just to clarify a few things, because our time done the day up now. On the issue of visa ban, the one thing where a lot of Nigerians agree with you, they say the people who say that they give ban, the US, say they for mention the names of the people where they involved in these infractions and all this mago-mago then where they talk. Who knows, maybe they feel mention the names of those people, we see the look, we see the wait. But another thing where we say, we also want note, any of the visa ban or any of the story where we don't talk here, not talk about the fact, say, oh, APC not lies, APC not lies. Now, a question of how the elections where we just finished get to favor every Nigerian. And in that analysis, you stick to your own point to say this is now one of the best. Some of the Nigerians don't send us messages. I will read one or two WhatsApp messages here with their own opinions. The ones where talk about the fact, say manipulation day, they talk the ones where talk, say the elections not be the best, they talk them. Everybody get their own opinion. But not just the fact of, say, your opinion, fine, no problem. Everybody to get their own mind. Men not come be like, say, when they talk their own mind, to wait till they talk, now mago, everybody get their own opinion. And I want read one opinion of the European Union, where do election observation mission come inside Nigeria. Their chief observer, Ogabari Andrew, come out 2 days after the March 18 governorship and State House of Assembly poll. You know, say they don't first observe presidential. They can't observe the state and governorship, State House of Assembly and governorship. Come talk say, yeah, so they see, say, Nigerians say they get big mind. They want to make better things happen for them, for inside their democracy, and they want to engage in all day, and they get right to do the observation. You agree? What did they observe be say, in most parts of the country, the expectations of Nigerians, they're not meet in terms of the conduct of the election. Say many of them been disappointed and they witness voter apathy. And all of these things now failure by political elites and also by INEC to put the confidence in the people to vote. Now this now, we don't hear from Obodo US, we say they won't do visa ban. We don't hear from UK, we do reports and all of that. This now, people where they here with us now. Because when they talk about BBC, you say they go sit down, write their own for them. These people would observe.
Which say, you don't give me hint, say, you go bring this guy. I will bring you because I get files where European Union they do on elections since 1999.
Okay.
In fact, during the Buhari-Obasanjo era, they condemned the election as one of the most fraudulent elections on the surface of the earth. I get that report. Anytime we want for more, I will bring it for you. So European Union, their report and everything. I have been a participant in the European Union election observation and discussions. And they have always been, looking at issues and then writing what they want to write, based on sometimes on figments of their own imagination. As far as I'm concerned, this remains one of the best elections in this country, and that the visa ban when they talk, America na heaven. That's the way somebody go they crave, say you must go. If you don't go to America, you go die. You don't go die now. So if they say they go give you visa ban, after all this visa ban, they don't talk say na APC.
So now everybody touch back.
Labour, the day inside. PDP.
We don't say may they give us list. May they give us the list first before you know. I mean, you don't see the list before we see them.
Because
how you know who they inside?
No, I said I didn't mention name, but I know.
You mentioned
sure,
party.
all the parties go there inside because I know the people where they do gra. There are people where even insult our vice president, they insult his parents for ground. That one alone. Not to send them to prison in a normal democracy.
All right,
but
don't leave them because time don't go.
Let them bring them. We will study the analysis.
BC Crown send WhatsApp message. Say, good evening, I really thank you for magic day close. BC Crown, agree with you.
You see, this is a wonderful analysis. God go bless them.
Now the way when they talk your own side nicely. Thank you so much.
God go bless them. 100
politician.
Thank you so much, Alhaji Modibo. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Everybody know the one way for they favor them for their. But now that one, they go support. Any other person, wait till they talk, you not follow. So me, Alegino, my name. We thank you all of you. We don't follow us dated this time, and thank you so much for all the messages where you send us. We go see you tomorrow.
I've always wanted to bring my imagination to life on the big screen. Then I discovered the Wazobia Academy app. Thanks to the Wazobia Academy app, I finally learned to write my script, learned the ins and outs of filmmaking, and now I'm directing my own film, but that's not all. I've also expanded my fashion skills by learning from some of the best on the Wazobia Academy app. Now I'm a fashion influencer. Now you can either be like me or become some aspect of me, passionate about learning and honing my skills in the creative industries. Then download the Wazobia Academy app right away.
It's come to register or call 090-8826-5038 for more details.
Congratulations. Wow. You have a beautiful baby girl.
A girl? Simple biology tells us that a man produces the chromosomes that determines the child's sex.
Get that thing away from me!
Mama, that is my child.
And your daughters too?
If I place a curse on you, are you not a woman too? God gives children. For your girl.
Which one do you have?
Mama, remember that you have 3 daughters.
That's your using. Give me a male child that will answer Obi.
Tales of Eve, Girls Only, showing Tuesdays, 7 p.m. on Wazobia TV.
Go. Alright, go to Shaproko.
So go the fire with the London garage.
What, Sasha? I don't put your friends on the top of your solo. I'm not going to best me. Kotayele me, I don't best me last one, my payo. Ojú mi wọlé ọ̀nà tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ wá ń jẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìjà. Àlàyé wo bí aṣọ lè fọ́ fàdí ẹ̀ o ní òde lè gé dáàdì ẹ̀ o kó bá lọ ṣe kiri kó bá lọ rọ pé sórí tó ṣì máa ń sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn àjọ ni o.
Showing on Wazobia TV.
And welcome to the show. Now, better talk with this.
And I start from nowhere, call they sing, they rush. That's so water rush enter Nigeria.
Once you just marry or anything, you know, say now you don't get married, you know, if they wear that kind of thing, and boo-boo, I go just they wear. I'm not old.
Now, when you make you see plenty women outside where they say they don't get home training.
Election. Now, what did I talk? Say mistakes they make we admit. Say some mistakes they and look for a way to get better.
Now, better women they this show. If you educate a woman,